how long is too long to wait, right? And I asked this because Jasmine said she's not doing any 4 to 5 year relationships without a commitment again, right? And the commitment being, going to marriage. Like she's going towards marriage, an engagement, something. And because she's like, after a year, remember the first thing she said was, "Well, I plan to be married in a year." They're like, "Damn, that's fast." And she's like, "Well, yeah, I'm not doing this long term dating thing anymore." Is there really a time limit to put on there? Is it?
I can't speak to that because I've not been married. So you, a wise one,
But I
educate
can't
us.
either. Look, man. Put it like this. For me, I gave my wife her engagement ring 6 months to the day from our first date, and we got married 1 year, 1 month, 1 day after our first date. So, I mean, it's not the norm. I can't. Mine is what it is. You know what I mean?
Everybody's different. I think there are certain people who've gone on one date and they're like, "This is my person," and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
You got some people that they've dated for 3 to 4 years, and then they realize this is their person, but they got some things they want to do to finally say, "Okay, I want to get on the knee. I want to bend the knee and ask this person to marry me." I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it all depends. I don't think it's wise to say that in a year from now I'm going to be married, because then I feel like you're going to rush it, and then you're going to accept whatever comes your way.
But is it because okay? So Audrey says no, but Jasmine was in a 5 year relationship. Yeah, she's already done that, and that's why she's like, I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing a 4 to 5 year relationship without a real commitment. And so I understand what she's saying. And Nubian Mahogany says so. Jasmine is going to marry the first man that asks her. That's so unfortunate. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. The Dallas boss says her time limit is 1 year at 30 plus right now. And I like how you put it, 30 plus. That gives a wide range right there, right? 1 year is the time limit. If you're not going somewhere, and like I said, I gave my wife the ring 6 months after our first date, but we already set the date before that. So we knew where we were. And that's why I said, I can't tell you a time limit because there's some people, 2 days in, yeah, nah, we good. This ain't
Some
happening.
people, I mean, sometimes you don't know, so I don't, I hope that she doesn't just, the first guy that says, "Yes, I'm attracted to you and I want to physically touch you and kiss you," she's like, "This is the one," because she hasn't had it. And the way Eris has totally crushed her self-esteem, I'm hoping that she just doesn't jump on the first person that wants to touch her.
So here's the thing. Dallas Boss gave us a little bit more info. She said, my parents dated 2 weeks, married in 3 months, still together.
Okay, but Dallas Boss, your parents weren't around in the age of internet, dating apps, and whatever. From my phone, if I want, I would love to date someone from Korea. I could start swiping tonight and meet people in Korea. Dating was a different world back then. For those that are really into like the dating stories, I think Aziz Ansari has a book, I believe something about romance, but he wrote a book about dating, and he compares what dating was like in the 20s and 30s compared to the 70s, compared to 2000. And it was totally different. People met
way different.
2-3 weeks later, they got married because your dating pool was the people in your building or right there on your street. That was your dating pool. Where now your dating pool is countries away. You have all kinds of options. So it's hard to compare today to our grandparents' age.
It is very different. And the mentality is way different. I'm going to mess it up. So Kay said, when you're in your 30s, why do you need 5 years? A man knows. Look, the funny thing about it, you know how they always said a woman knows within the first 5 minutes of meeting you whether she wants to sleep with you or not? I've always said, I know within the first 5 minutes of meeting you whether I could marry you or not. And I'll be honest with you, in the first 5 seconds of my wife walking, I was like, yeah. And then we talked and I was like, okay, definitely. Because, it's if you know, you know.
I don't have that gift, sir. So I couldn't say in the first 5 minutes, I'm like, this is bae. This is who I'm going to marry. I can't.
Look,
I can't do it. And the times that I thought that I was like, oh, this is the one, crashed and burned, Mav. Crashed and burned. It was bad.
And here's the thing about it. sometimes you see, and it's like, and I'm sure women, ladies, you can attest to this too. Somebody you say, okay, on this level, and then all of a sudden they talk themselves right out, and it just goes all the way down, or it just drops right out immediately. So it can happen. It can happen.
I've done all those in one weekend, different days.
I'm sure. Beautiful.
Hey, I have moments I'm on fire, and sometimes it's just like.
She says, within 2 years, you should be able to see all of the person's sides, and you should know if you're interested in a bigger commitment. 2 years, right? 2 years is a long. 2 years is a long time. Michelle, talking about Dallas Boss's the 2 weeks, says that I gave my current husband an ultimatum. He thought he had 5 years. That man was like, I got a timetable. Okay. Michelle was like, nope. No, you don't. Mm-mm.
He's treating that marriage, treating that relationship like it's a brisket. Nah, it still needs more time.
5 years. You got 5 more minutes. Make a decision now, goddammit. And hey, Newbie Mahogany says it's true, man. The older you get, the less time you need to figure it out. Seriously, because you know who you are. What can you deal with about this person that you don't like for the rest of your life? And here's something just to you before we move on here, man. Cynthia says, Terrell, nothing wrong with staying single, but nothing wrong with also searching for the other part too.
There's nothing wrong with it. I think be where you are. Wherever you are is where you need to be. Mm-hmm. You think about life as a race. Everybody's running. Some people are doing sprints. Some people are doing, the 400, the mile, cross country. Everybody's running. Mm-hmm. You don't have to finish the same time everybody else does. Right. And so you might be single forever. That's totally fine. As long as you're happy, great.
Yeah, there's that.